Hello all. This video is just around the Cynthia Dials and Christine Cooper GoFundMe Rapture 717 fiasco. I'm just gonna call it a fiasco. Confusion, bed of lies. Uh, this is a mess that's going on. I just wanted to give some updates on Cynthia Dials at least. Uh, Christine Cooper. I mean, some people allege that Christine Cooper. I even believe that if it's her, or if it's not her, that she because we know that Christine Cooper can't be in two places at once. She can't be in the UK and in the US, so we don't know where she's really located. Appears as if she's in the UK based on her domain registry through ICANN, but maybe she has ties here in the US to this Cynthia Dials. Maybe she could potentially be a family member or maybe a friend, and they could maybe Cynthia reached out to Christine and said, "Hey, I have this need, and can you help me?" And um, so I'm just gonna, go through this quick video here. So I went to the site just to check, just to spy out the land, and um, I wanted to comment, but I couldn't comment. I found that I couldn't comment because I had to have an account, and I've never gone through GoFundMe, and I'm not much for charities because I just don't know where that money's going. I feel, uh, it's great to be able to give and see who you're giving to and fellowship and kind of have a talk and bless the people that you're, in contact with. We have, a number of homeless people here in my area, and as the Lord leads, we give. So, um, on this particular, of course, site, you have to sign up. So I signed up, and uh, in order to post, I had to give a donation. So I gave him the minimum, which is $5. So I'm that $5 anonymous poster. And you can see I am signed out on this screenshot here. And that's my account. And then you'll see here, if you want to manage your account, you go to the management page. And I showing that I donated to this particular campaign and I want to manage it. So I want to go to to make either a comment or update it. And in this case, and it shows you when I made my donation, which was on the 12th of July. And then my update to my original comment, my post. And my update is basically saying, we're still here. 717 has passed. It's beyond us. We're still here. We put the warning out to everyone, even in this case of Cynthia Dial, who's connected to Christine Cooper through the Rapture at Twilight, and you can't really trust the need, and to be careful. I don't know how many people heeded the warning, but I know a lot of the people were from Rapture at Twilight's channel, and also probably a lot of people from Facebook. So I made that update today, and then if you go back to the campaign page of Cynthia Dials, and it just showed that she is from Salisbury, North Carolina. That's where she's supposedly living, and I'll show you some evidence that that's likely where she actually is. But the broken and homeless, it just gives you her plea for money. And then I'm at the bottom there. It says anonymous in green because I'm logged in, and there's my $5. But then you'll also see another anonymous. They gave $1,000, and there's nothing wrong with giving $1,000 or any amount for that matter. And there's nothing unique about posting as anonymous or donating as anonymous because when you create an account, they ask for your first and your last name, and a lot of people don't want to just give that information out. Some people do, and that's perfectly fine. But for me, I just didn't want to do that. But what I found really, really peculiar is the fact that after I donated and then made my post, that not 3 or 4 minutes later, it was so fast. It seemed like it was just that this anonymous person gave $1,000, and originally that $1,000 was on top of mine. So when you would read it, like on the screen, so when you read it, it said anonymous $5. Then right after, like right above it, it said anonymous $1,000, and it looked as if I made two donations. It just appeared that way. And then later on, and I'll show you on this next screenshot, that there's my anonymous on the bottom with my update. That's my first update. I actually made two because I wanted to make sure that I added the date, today's date, to make sure that it was clear as to when I made the update. But then the anonymous on top writes something of the effect that, you know, I withdrew it, and because you had too many money spell videos. Well, one, you withdrew what? The $1,000. It looks like it's still there. The $3,000. You the $3,000 mystery donor. There was a woman on the Rapture and Twilight channel that, and I can't. I don't know why I keep promoting this channel. Anyway, on the Rapture 717 hoax channel, that said that she gave the 3,000. Maybe she did. I don't know. God bless her. But this particular person, so again, it's saying here, I withdrew it, meaning to me, I took it back, because you had too many money spell videos. Too many money spell videos. I believe that's from YouTube. Um, but one is too many. So to have too many, was interesting. Um, and the Lord still wants me to help you. So I don't know how this person is still helping them if they took something back. Maybe they're praying for them. I don't know. But anyway, that's not me. No. So, gonna move on here. That's not me. It's not moi. And here's the original post. This is back on YouTube. And Rita found my comment on GoFundMe and reposted it and shared it. And got some folks were like, it was in one of the chats of one of our brothers or sisters in Christ. I can't remember who, but it was just a post just to show that. Um, I just wanted to bring clarity that that's the original posting that was made on the 12th of July. And going back to Cynthia Dial directly, we know that she has a YouTube channel or YouTube page, and she has playlists. No channel. There's no videos that she's made, but she does have some videos that she's gathered over time that are reflect, I guess, her likes and her dislikes, just like most of us. And she's made them public, and we see that some of them have spell castings, and you can go even further and see that she has praying to Saint Expedite. I don't know who that is. It's kind of has a Catholic undertone. Um, and I want to go back to the post from the anonymous. There was also I'm not gonna leave that alone. I'm not gonna even touch on that. So just showing that she has some ties to the occult practices, witchcraft. That seems very, very apparent, very, very evident in this whole situation. And if we go even further into Cynthia Dials, if we take her location, Salisbury, North Carolina, her name, and we Google it, we'll come up with the Cynthia Dolores Dial out of North Carolina, and Salisbury, North Carolina to be exact. And it just kind of shows her and the places that she's lived with the general area. So we know that Cynthia and Christine Dials, they can't be in two places at the same time, in the UK and in the United States. So Um, but they're connected in some way. That's definitely apparent. And supporting one another directly as well as indirectly. And if we go even further to confirm that this is Cynthia Dial, is because now Rowan's going to be, you're going to see why Rowan is really important here, why it's tied to Salisbury, North Carolina. I believe Rowan is a county in Salisbury, North Carolina. So it's very, very important to know that because it really pinpoints that this is likely Cynthia Dial. Almost with a shadow of a doubt, is Cynthia Dial. And this next screenshot is why I made that declaration that it is likely, almost undoubtedly Cynthia Dial out of Salisbury, North Carolina, given there were some allegations against a Cynthia Dial in Salisbury, North Carolina, and Rowan County to be exact, for financial fraud. 2 counts for worthless checks. These are allegations, of course. I don't know the outcome of these cases. This is just public information, information that I, was able to find on the internet. So guys, we're all out here. A lot of our information is exposed into for the public to see. So hopefully we're not don't have too much. Our past aren't too dirty. But God is a forgiving God. We can move on. So, you know, Cynthia, I'm not even holding. I don't hold anything against you, dear. I don't. I mean, in terms of what you may have done in the past, and it was the recent past as of June. But given this current run for more money, hmm, raises some red flags. Raises some real red flags. I know that a lot of us, we go through financial crises in life, and um, some of us don't recover. And those of us that do, we have an understanding, and I have an understanding. I know the ups and downs of finances. I know what it's like to lose a job or not have much. Um, so I've been there, and I can sympathize. And but the surrounding circumstances is what's in question, and what really raises questions about you, who you are, what your agenda is. Why were you not, if you're a part of this Rapture 717 group, why weren't you 100% bought into this whole thing? Or did you find opportunity to take advantage of those that were so vulnerable, so open, that you just said, "Hey, maybe these people will give to me because they feel like they're going up." I don't believe I'm going. Maybe you knew something they didn't know. Did Cynthia, Christine Cooper, share with you the truth, the lie that was her truth? It remains to be seen. But guys, and Cynthia, if you're seeing this, I pray that you get your life in order. Get your life in order, because you should want to have been counted. And if you were truly a part of that group of believers, that I don't get it. Why you're going to be left behind while they all go up, and you're left behind with money to pay medical bills? That just doesn't make any sense to me. If anything, I need money for provisions for food and for shelter, because how am I going to get through these hard times? Again, it doesn't make sense to me. Anyway, guys, this is getting too long, so I thank you all for listening and checking this out. And hopefully, this is a conclusion to at least the matter with Cynthia Dial, as far as I'm concerned. Um, in terms of her role, the Cynthia Dial role. Now, how she's connected to Christine Cooper, I don't know. And it's likely I won't go any further with that. I just wanted to give some clarity as to my post in the GoFundMe, and why I had to dig further, because I needed some clarity on this woman. And of course, we got clarity with the Rapture 717, because that didn't happen. So there's a lot of things that just aren't happening. That aren't kicking off with this group, this crew, this cult. Um, And I pray that a lot of them that are following will turn from their this deception and from this wickedness and get back on the narrow path. Get on the narrow path if you haven't been on it. Strive to get on it. It's a hard road. It's a rough road. It's not easy. There's no boo-hoo crying. You gotta keep your chin up. You can't be, oh, woe was me on the narrow path. You just can't. It's a press. It's a battle. It's a fight. It's spiritual warfare. It's you have your days, yes, when you might be feeling weary, but you got to get back up. You have to get back up. You can't be in a place of I can't wait till tomorrow because I'm going up, or maybe the next day. That hope should be written on your heart, and you leave it there, and you continue to live and press and move on and do the work of the Lord while you're here. I don't understand why people are just sitting back and just waiting, as if you're sitting back with a glass of iced tea outside, looking up and waiting. I don't know. I don't understand that thinking. That's what it sounds like collectively. Is what it sounds like everybody's waiting. And somebody even said the pizza party back in 2016, 2017, when I was reading some of Christine Cooper's old some of her videos with the comments underneath. It's something about a pizza party. It's just some weirdness. I don't know. But again, this is all tied into that Rapture 717, and some pretty decent money came out of it, over $8,000, and it's under investigation with GoFundMe. And if it's rightfully earned, I mean rightfully requested, and so be it. But as of now, you're in question because of the tie-in with all of this, and I hope this brought some clarity to some people. So uh, God bless everyone, and until the next update, whatever that may be, or until the next my next share. So until then, God bless.